What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be going through our first look at some Season 3 Reloaded operator skins, new content updates, and how we may be able to unlock those monster energy rewards. Definitely stay tuned. But in the background, we got some gameplay of Chaos and Nuketown. Some of these lobbies are wild, as you will see in the background with some of these streaks. It also looks like there was a quiet playlist update around 2 days ago. They quietly removed 10v10 search and destroy and 6v6 gunfight. I didn't get to play those playlists too much. I mean, lobbies were pretty rough for the last week and a half. I know everybody's experience is different, but I know I talked about that in some recent videos. The next substantial playlist update should be later this week with, hopefully, Season 3 Reloaded, which as of now, there's no marketing for. I get it, we all fell for it, goalposts have moved, we all thought we were at least getting a reveal a few days back around the week before the supposed start date of the content. I'm gonna guess devs went on an extended Easter holiday or something. No idea what's happened, but like I mentioned before too, a lot of us did think April 24th would have been the start date of Reloaded, considering that Seasons 1 and 2's mid-season updates did drop about 3 weeks after the initial start of that season. So things are real late this time around. I know the 420 content's kind of dated and just almost out of place, but crossing our fingers for a really good mid-season. Now, although things have been pretty bone dry and radio silent, let's spice things up and talk about some content you may not have known about. So it was confirmed in the initial blog post for Season 3 that we're going to be seeing the United Force Tracer Pack, in which all proceedings will go to veterans as a part of the COD Endowment. That likely will come with the new operator skin. I believe all recent COD Endowment bundles have featured operator skins, and we know this is going to be tied to the Got Your 6 challenge event. My fingers are crossed that this will be an actual event with challenges you can do in multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone. I'm not really too fond of collection or XP focused events, but if the rewards are good, then alright, so be it. Looking at the Endowment event we got last year with MW3, there was a camo at the end of that, so crossing my fingers that we're going to end up seeing maybe a camo reward or two through this upcoming Endowment event. We'll just have to wait and see. But the first Endowment bundle we got for Black Ops 6 was actually the first pack to release in this game, and listen, I get it, not everybody out there is interested in cosmetics or bundles. There's not much else really going on right now, so let's still dive into it a little bit. So the first COD Endowment bundle was pretty solid. I mean, it had a Tracer blueprint and a cool operator skin that kind of fit the milsim tactical look. Those are the kind of skins you would typically see during the launch window anyway, so I'm assuming we'll end up getting a skin close to the one we saw with the Endeavor pack. I also think we should be getting more charity-driven bundles like what we saw with the LA Fire Relief pack a little while back. I think that would be great, and it's just a good deed for some necessary causes. But I would totally expect some type of benefit for running the Endowment operator skin while trying to complete the event. Wouldn't be surprised if it was an XP focused one where you just get a slight XP boost while running this new operator. Although it's possible that there isn't a benefit at all, it'll still be great if maybe you get some type of advantage in the event if you acquire this bundle, which in turn would help send more proceedings to veterans. If I had to guess though, I don't think this event's gonna start with Reloaded. It'll probably end the season off by the end of May, because they have to get that Blaze of Glory event out first. Now, I also want to mention this Adler skin again. You can call him the jeans look Adler or the black jacket and vest Adler, however you want to describe him. I actually wasn't aware that he was present in some of the initial promo art and early marketing for Black Ops 6. We've been seeing this skin for a while. He first popped up in a finishing move preview though in-game within the multiplayer beta, which was quickly removed, and we also saw another look at him in the Season 2 outro cutscene. So they've been really teasing us with this Adler skin, and funny enough, as of now, today when recording this video, there isn't a single Adler skin where you can see his face. I get it, it's a first-person game, doesn't really matter, but come on, right? Adler's a real iconic character, became an instant fan favorite during Cold War. He deserves some more love here in Black Ops 6. And here's a bit of a hot take. I actually would not have minded if this was the operator skin we got in the new tribute event instead of John Black Ops. That skin's cool, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm just hoping that this doesn't end up turning into a Hawk Soap situation where you see lots of promo material using a certain operator skin and then there's just no way to end up unlocking him. Now, if you guys remember, a couple of weeks ago with the initial start of Season 3, we talked about that new Little Caesars operator that you can already claim right now by doing a challenge in the Little Caesars app. Right around that time, some Monster Energy rewards also ended up leaking. There's an operator skin for Caine, and you know what? Caine's gotten a lot of love this season. The Trailblazer skin, Little Caesars, and now Monster again. There's also a blueprint, a charm, I believe a sticker, and probably some other rewards we don't know about, but clearly there's a drop being planned for some Monster Energy rewards. The question is, will we have to go buy products at a store and upload receipts again? They really just do that during the launch windows of a new Call of Duty. What we saw with MW2 and 3 is an opportunity to get additional free unlocks by just watching a specific Twitch stream and then claiming those rewards as if it was a CDL major or another Call of Duty opportunity where you just gotta link your Activision and Twitch account, watch a stream in a certain category for X amount of time, and then claim your rewards from there. They did this last year with that really cool low-profile blue skin by watching, I believe it was TP, it might have been Huskers, and some other select content creators, but looks like Huskers is back again with a new Monster Energy collaboration. So as he announced, there's going to be a Huskers Howl tournament with 2 qualifier days, 1 finals, and $48,000 on the line in the first major 2v2 tourney since the return of Verdansk. Monster actually replied to this tweet by reminding us that they're cooking something for Call of Duty, and we can only guess what that is, but as they said, the finals will also be streamed live on the Monster Energy Twitch channel, and they've got some sick surprises in store for everybody that tunes in. That's pretty clear-cut confirmation that this is how we're going to end up unlocking the Monster Energy rewards during Season 3. Not too far away from now, and the date, or the start date of the Huskers Howl, is right around when Reloaded should be starting, or at least updating the game pretty substantially. So with that in mind, you're going to have to probably watch the Monster Energy final stream of that Husker tournament, probably watch it for a couple of hours, and you should be able to claim the new operator skin, blueprint, and maybe even something else. Now with that in mind, we also have the classic Stone Operator skin, which was previewed in the Warzone Season 3 key art. Hopefully this is also a skin that releases this season, considering it's been marketed for the 3rd season. This is the classic Stone look that we saw in Black Ops Cold War. Stone is obviously already an operator in BO6, but his classic look hasn't been added back in. Another awesome opportunity that we could have saw in the Black Ops tribute event, maybe multiple operator skins. Imagine Adler, classic Stone. That would have been great, but I would predict that this is likely going to end up being a bit of a nostalgic operator bundle later on in Season 3. Hopefully not too expensive, but I think this is going to be one of the more popular skins of the season. In my opinion, the bundles for Season 3 haven't been that great. I think if anything, they released some of the better ones within the first week and a half of the season's launch. Typically, they wait a little bit longer to drop some of the better ones, but there's also this interesting tweet that you may have missed from Detonated, which is saying that Black Ops 6 has offered some of the most expensive bundles to date, which is kind of annoying to see. It feels like it's usually with Treyarch and Black Ops games when there's new microtransaction experiments, expensive packs, expensive bundles. Kind of unfortunate to see, and I can guarantee that's probably not up to Treyarch as far as what the pricing looks like for some of these packs. But I think aside from bundles, a lot of the cosmetics in the current Battle Pass were pretty solid, especially for just that $10 price tag. Not even talking about Black Cell, but I think a lot of the Milsim and tactical type cosmetics that we saw this season have been pretty on par with what people have been asking for, right? Just a good blend of the wacky bundles that you don't have to buy, and then some of the more down-to-earth skins or blueprints, obviously Tracer ones, that can also drop alongside some of the wackier stuff. Now, I do want to remind you guys about what could be the next crossover for Black Ops 6. I get it now, not everybody's interested in collaborations with Call of Duty. Some of them fit, some of them don't. We've all known that. I think the Turtles is a good example of, hey, that's a property that blew up in the 90s. That fits Black Ops 6. So I think that worked out, even though some folks were frustrated to see a bunch of Ninja Turtles just rolling around Warzone and multiplayer. I understand, trust me guys. My bundle locker is pretty small in BO6. I really don't buy bundles ever. I mean, maybe once or twice a season I'll see one that I want. Now I think in the last few years, the most bundles I've acquired have probably been some of those crossover ones if I wasn't gifted them. But when it comes to what could be the rest of Season 3, we obviously already had the 420 crossover through bundles, the Jay and Silent Bob packs. They already came out, and I get it, the Blaze of Glory event and the selective game modes as a part of that little celebration of April 20th. I know it's late. None of that's come out yet, but I do believe they'll end up being likely another event pass and a different collaboration to close out Season 3. I mean, I'll throw this out there real quick. There was a teaser back during the launch window of what could be another NBA collab. I know LeBron James was asking Call of Duty if Bronny can get its skin, and COD was actually teasing him a little bit on Twitter about the first father-son duo. Would not be shocked to see a LeBron James crossover this year. I mean, if you look at the Devin Booker and Kevin Durant packs we got, those also released during the 3rd seasons of Modern Warfare 2 and 3, so I'll throw that one out there. But then there's also this cool Detonated tweet going over some upcoming movies and TV shows that technically could fit with COD pretty well, whether it's Peacemaker, whether it's Mission Impossible, a Tom Cruise operator, and then of course there's that John Wick ballerina spinoff. People have been asking for John Wick for years, but then there's also some other Microsoft IPs that can cross over at any time. Doom has a new game coming out. We also have Gears of War later this fall, which is probably tied to The Haunting, but either way, a bunch more cosmetics are certainly on the way for Black Ops 6, and I get it, not everybody out there cares about stuff like that, but there's really not much else going on right now, so I figured, you know what, let's go over some kind of obscure information that some folks may not have known about. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on our first look at some Season 3 Reloaded operator skins that should be releasing relatively soon? We could be about a day or so away from the official reveal, then a good couple of days from the actual launch. It's going to be a pretty crammed week, so make sure you guys have those notifications on to stay up to date with all things COD. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.